So hopefully today we don't have any meltdowns like we did yesterday while we were filming. Right, puppy? So I just have to say that tomorrow is April 1st, and that means that tomorrow is my 1 year on YouTube. And that's just crazy. I can't believe that a year's already like flown by. Like, on one hand, it seems like that wasn't that long ago, but on the other hand, it feels like that was also a million years ago. So I just want to say thank you, everyone, for subscribing and commenting and like all the connections and like friendships that I've made. It's been so nice. It's what that, I promise. After a year, we still can't talk. Um, and I lost my train of thought. But just thank you. I have enjoyed this. I am going to continue it and continue to enjoy it. And it's just been a lot of fun. So I just wanted to kind of like take a quick minute just to say thank you. So without further ado, let's just get into today's video. So I have seen quite a few people on here do like pan that face palette. And that idea was just like so novel and like unheard of to me. And if I continue to hunch over, I'm gonna have like old lady humpback. Um, it never like occurred to me. Like, pan that palette just kind of seemed obvious. Like, I'd never heard of it until like I saw some people do it on YouTube, but it was just like, oh yeah, it's such a good idea. Like, why isn't everyone doing this? But pan that face palette, like, it just never occurred to me that I could do that until I saw some people on here doing it. And it's such a good idea. So I don't have like a face palette that I want to pan, but this is like a single Z palette that I got off Amazon. Let's just all appreciate the cuteness of this for just a minute. Oh, so cute. So in here, it houses all of my like single blushes, bronzers, and highlighters. And I never pull this thing out. Like, I don't know, everything in here gets so neglected. So what I decided to do was kind of create my own face palette. And so instead of pulling out this big behemoth, I did move everything that I wanted in the face palette to this smaller like little Z palette that I have. And my goal is that if I were to like finish anything off within here, that maybe I could pull something else out of here, put it into this face palette, we'll call it, and then just kind of like continue the cycle. I do have everything already swatched out on my hand, so after I tell you like what everything is, I'll show you the swatches. But the first two products are two bronzers in here. I don't recall the names of them, but they came from the Tarte Clay Play face palette, the volume 1 that you can no longer get anymore. These two bronzers, this one is far more like warm tone. This one is a cool tone one. I think that they both work nicely for my skin tone. It did have a third bronzer in there, but it was just far too dark. So I think I ended up like decluttering that one. I've like popped apart that whole palette. This highlighter in here is actually from Tarte as well. Most of this is Tarte actually, surprisingly. But the highlighter is from their, what was it? The Pro to Glow palette. It had like 4 highlighters, I think, and then like a bronzer and a cream bronzer, if I'm not mistaken. I only have 2 of the highlighters from that, and I believe this is the shade Strobe, and I think the other one I have is Stunner. I'm pretty sure that that's it. And then I have 2 blushes in here to kind of like round off the face palette. So this one is from Tarte. It is my oldest blush that I have. And I cannot remember the name of it. It's not on the back or anything, and I like popped it out of its original packaging, and I don't know where that is. I want to say it started with an A, but I do remember like telling myself like this blush has been discontinued. I'll look for it on their website, and if I like can find it, I'll write it across the screen maybe or something. But I do think it's been discontinued. And then this last like little guy in here is a blush. This is an Ophir blush, and I am not sure like where it came from, how I got it. I don't even know the name of it or anything. So I apologize that I can't like tell you exactly what is what. But yeah, so I just want to kind of like document where we're at. Obviously we have really good pan on the highlighter. It's one of my oldest highlighters as well. So I would really like to work through all of these products and get them finished off. I think that the bronzers are going to go by so easily. They're not that big, and bronzer, I mean, like, I use it everywhere if you can't tell. So those I don't think will be any issue. The highlighter, since I already have such good pan on it, and I don't know if you can tell, but like down here at the bottom and this side, it's like much thinner than at the top there. So I foresee that I could probably, not like within a month or anything, but here soon, like clear out this bottom half of it. And then the, like the imprinting on this Tarte blush is basically all like gone. So not that that's any indication. I have hit pan on a Tarte blush and it was much smaller than this blush, so I don't foresee myself hitting pan on that anytime soon. And then I've never, like, I have a few Ofra products, but I don't use them consistently enough to have like a good opinion of them. So I hope you guys are excited for this. We'll do like monthly updates. I thought about just putting this in with Pan That Palette and making it one video, but then I decided there's probably people who, you know, don't care about like Pan That Face palette and they just want Pan That Palette, or vice versa. So I'm just going to keep it as two separate things, that, and then two, it keeps the video from being like egregiously long. But I got to show you the swatches. So the first one, this is that warm toned Tarte bronzer, and then here's the more cooler toned one. And I know like it looks a little dark, but it not shears out, but it like blends out really nicely, and I really enjoy a cool tone bronzer from time to time. And then I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. It's very like cloudy here, and again, I like film in natural light. I do have like the ring light on just to kind of help balance out the shadows, but the highlighter is right there from Tarte. And then here's the Tarte blush, and then the Ofra blush. So I think these are all really pretty. These two blushes, I'm really excited, especially like this more peachy one, the Ofra one. And then I remember like really loving this blush, and it has stayed with me for years. Like I probably got it in like 2015 or 2016 to be quite honest, and it has survived every move and every declutter, and it is like one of the oldest products I have, so it is time for it to get some real love. But that is it. I hope you guys are having a good day or night or whatever it is, wherever you're at, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.